Hey guys, welcome to Brew Stories, where it's our mission to meet the people and bring you stories from the best beers around. And today we're going to do something a little bit different. We've come down to Hill Steam on the quayside and we're going to have a little talk with some of our favourite brewers. We've got Stuart from Anarchy, we've got Mark from Almasty,
hello,
and we've got Carl from Northern Alchemy.
Alright.
And we're going to ask them what their top 3 beers would be for Christmas dinner, for Boxing Day, and for New Year's Eve. Yeah, so what beers have you bought and can we taste them?
Certainly. So from Anarchy we've brought Sublime Chaos for Christmas Day.
So what kind of beer is this?
It's our breakfast stout. It's a rich coffee, creamy and chocolate. It's going to be lovely with your pudding.
Okay.
It's pudding in a glass, basically. Really? It's got great body to it, great mouthfeel. Have a taste, guys, see what you think.
Thank you very much.
I don't know about you, but on Christmas Day for me is all about food and drinking. I spend most of the time around the table eating and drinking, and a breakfast stout seems almost perfect way to start the day.
Well, I think all 3 breweries have brought their stouts for Christmas Day. Christmas Day is like the big flavours, the big mouthfeels. You've got to meet that big meal with a big drink, haven't you?
And we start with 7% beer here, so that's good. Get a conversation.
It's always good to start with 7% on Christmas Day, I find.
Of course.
After your Bucks fizz.
No, nice and smooth. Goes really well after the dinner to finish everything off.
Do you guys know more about beer than we do? What do you think about this?
I think it's delicious. Always have.
Yeah, really nice beer. Really love coffee aroma. It's really nice and smooth as well.
Yeah. And great temperature as well. I would always suggest to people when they're, if you're getting into beer and you don't know beer so well, pull those stouts out of the fridge for a good couple of hours before you want to drink them. Don't drink them too cold. The stouts do really well when they have a chance to just warm up a little bit compared to the fridge temperature.
Really small flavours.
I mean, not like your hoppy beers. You want to keep them in the fridge right up until the point you drink them, but give these ones. Put them in front of your Christmas fireplace.
Nice.
So do you think you could have a stout,
not too close.
Do you think you could have a stout with your main? Like whatever you're having, if you got a big meat or a big thing, is this?
Oh, you certainly could. I mean, it's going to go well with hearty dishes.
Yeah.
It's got the same consistency as the gravy. So.
Yeah. Depending on the meat you're having with your Christmas dinner, you could use this very easily use this as part of the gravy base.
Yeah.
It's nice, warming.
It's lovely. Yeah. It's peppery, it's like a little pepperiness to it, which I quite like.
So Mark, what have you bought for your Christmas dinner beer?
I've brought a stout as well.
Good.
Yeah. This one's a little bit stronger. It's 11.1 Imperial Stout.
Okay, great.
And it's barrel aged version, so it's 2 barrels. Lockendale whiskey barrel, and that was aged for a year, and then the same base beer was aged in a Heaven Hill bourbon barrel.
Wow.
And that was for a year as well. Then we blended the 2 together.
That sounds amazing.
Bottled it, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, isn't it?
Cheers, dude. Oh, it's like a beautiful espresso. Look at that.
There you go. So you smell the whiskey straight away. Is that it?
It's just all whiskey on the nose. It's fab.
Yeah, you can smell it, can't you?
That's Christmas, right? That's everything about Christmas that I like. All the spices, all the.
This is just leave us alone. Leave Daddy alone for 5 minutes. He just wants to enjoy this.
Yeah, this is you're sitting down and relaxing, and the quiet time.
Yeah, so this is like after dinner.
Yeah.
You're sitting down, you're absorbing the food, you're in a little mild coma. Munching on the chocolates, just had your coffee, and then this is a sipper. Share it out with everybody.
In my ideal world, there's a big fire going.
Yeah. Sitting
I've got my sippers on.
Got a pint. You didn't get that present you want for Christmas.
Yeah. I got this though. That's all right. Oh, that's so good.
You really get the flavour from the barrel in there.
Yeah.
It's got that complexity
smoky,
to it.
peaty whiskey.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I don't think there's anything you need to say about that. Really, that just is.
Buy that and drink it on Christmas Day. Seriously.
The nose on it's fantastic.
It's great, isn't it?
So what are you looking for when you're sniffing this and you're tasting this? What is it you're trying to pick out? Because we can go, it smells of whiskey.
It depends what head you do. Sometimes we sit around as brewers are nightmares. We sit around and we're trying to pull it apart. We're trying to get back to the base recipe. In our minds, how was this made? But then a lot of times, especially on something like Christmas Day, you just want to forget all that. We want to. It's our Christmas Day too. We want to forget the brewing processes, don't we? And I'm like, that's just a great rounded beer. I'm enjoying all of that, and I don't care about the constituent elements, you know. Whereas sometimes you do. You sit and you pull it apart, and you're trying to find out what everyone's doing, and this is great. This for me is just, I'm enjoying the whole picture. You know, starting with a nose. That's why you always see people. It's a bit like the old tasting wine thing. You get people doing all this thing. Where's the slops bucket? But this is just about the whole kind of experience from nose and how that opens up the back of your taste buds, and then putting it in your mouth and enjoying that.
It's got a really great mouthfeel as well to swill it around and just enjoy it and really get the most of the flavour as well.
Is it exactly what you thought it would be when you set out to make it? Is it like what you envisioned?
It's close to, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But this is beer that's being sort of evolved every year, so we do it once a year. Barrel it, leave it, blend it. This year we've got 4 whiskey barrels, rum barrels and bourbon barrels as well that we're going to blend and then rebottle that. So that's this year's project. So hopefully that'll be a step better than that as well.
Wow, okay.
Rum barreling for me is really exciting. I'm really excited about this beer on a rum barrel. I love a good whiskey, don't we all? But I'm a bit of a rum head, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah,
It's nice.
Yeah.
It tastes nice.
Can
Can we come back this time next year?
Do
this again.
It's always a joy.
Yeah.
Should we move on then and see what Carl's brought to the table?
So from Northern Alchemy, I've brought another stout for Christmas Day. I mean, obviously Christmas Day is Stout Day, but I've brought our dark chocolate and mint milk stout, which is like it's one of the few beers that we do that's not vegan. It's vegetarian, but it's not vegan because of the lactose sugars that we use. So it's a full-on creamy milk stout. It's only 5.1%. I say only compared to Mark's 11.1. But it's that was what we were challenged to do, is make an after 8 mint in a glass, and so that's what we've done.
Is there chocolate in that?
There is, yes, 90% cacao chocolate. There's shed tons of fresh torn mint, and there's a little bit of peppermint essence just for the nose, because fresh mint is more of a kind of feeling and a flavour on the tongue. So just a little bit for the nose, the peppermint essence, but a very tiny amount. And there's loads of fresh. There's loads of 90% cacao chocolate in there, lactose sugars. We've got quite a few different malts in there to make the stout base. Get amongst
Really
it.
get that mint,
Yeah.
You do.
And that was a challenge. My sister-in-law Frankie said, I don't really like beer, but if you made a beer that tasted like after 8 mint, I'd be amongst that. And so we went, give us a couple of months. And this is its 3rd year coming back. You know, it was supposed to be a kind of one-off Christmas special a couple of years ago, and we've just had to keep making it.
Yeah, it's going to become a classic, I think. It's really, really nice. You get the mint is fantastic.
Yeah, just finishes on that chocolate.
Yeah,
Nice
you're just
as
going to
well.
get that.
Yeah, just ends on it.
But that dark chocolate thing, that kind of bitterness that meets the...
That's it. It makes the mint
Yeah.
perfectly.
So you go, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, again.
Feels like Christmas Day already.
It does.
So again, that's like an after dinner. That's a pudding.
Yeah.
It goes with it. Yeah.
Oh, really nice to finish on.
Okay, so it's now Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
There were some good beers. What we're going to have for Boxing Day?
So, Boxing Day, the day after all of the gluttony of Christmas Day, we brought our table beer. It's called 4 C's Table Beer, which is 4 of the US C's of the hops. So we've got Chinook, Cascade, Centennial and Citra in this. It's only 2.6%. It's a bit of a, maybe you've got a bit of a head after Christmas Day. You're getting back into it with your Christmas lunch, with your turkey sandwich or whatever. A nice light table beer, nice and refreshing. Set you up for drinking for the rest of Boxing Day, I think was our thinking.
Is it difficult to produce a low alcohol beer which is full of flavour?
It's difficult to produce one that a price that people are willing to pay, because obviously people equate the volume, the alcohol volume, to the price. Yeah. And for us, it's kind of where we're using the same kind of hops that we'd use in a much bigger pale or an APA, even an IPA. We'd probably use a few more hops for an IPA, but you just use. It's about hops really, the amount of hops we use and when we use them and how we use them, to kind of get all of that flavour without the booze being a big part of the element of the flavour.
Right.
So that's just a couple of those for me head on Boxing Day.
Until I recover.
Yeah, quite light and sherbety, nothing too big in the mouthfeel.
Yeah.
You really do get the flavours through from the hops as well, though. It's
Yeah, I mean those American Seas are incredible hops, right? That's
Absolutely.
why everyone's using them.
oh, excellent.
Yeah, very nice.
I could quite happily drink that all day.
Yeah, nice and easy.
Yeah.
Session.
Yeah.
So
That's wonderful.
Yeah, really nice. Very
Right.
fresh, is it?
Okay, so Stu, what have you brought?
So from Anarchy we've brought the Blonde Star. It's our flagship beer. It's a nice, easy drinking blonde. It's going to go great for the day after when you've had so much the day before. The company wants something nice, light, easy drinking. It's going to have light citrus notes in it, a nice bready, malty finish to it. That's going to go great with your turkey and stuff and sandwiches. Which is
Veggie options are available.
Has this been brewing the new brewery?
It has, yes. This is all in the brand new kit since we've just moved. It'll be one of the first batches we did on the new kit. So,
Right.
no, nice light body, really easy drinking, and a bready malty finish that will just go great with everything after the day after. You're just looking for something easy, and it's sessionable all day.
Yeah.
4.1%, something that you should be able to start on and continue on without getting too
Merry?
too merry. We'll say, yeah.
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 I'll drain that away quite easily.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the thing about them, isn't it? You can just whack them.
It's got a bit more mass market appeal
Yeah.
than a lot of the stronger hopped ones that we do.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just a great sessionable beer.
Smashable, I think the kids these days.
Smashable, yeah.
Is that what the bands are saying?
I guess finally,
Come
Mark.
on, a great Christmas so far.
It's lovely, isn't it?
List is there. Okay, Mark, so what have you bought for Boxing Day?
For Boxing Day, I brought a passion fruit sour,
Wow.
5%. This is a kettle sour, which means it's been soured and then fermented out just like a normal beer, and then
Okay.
it's been conditioned and re-fermented on passion fruit puree
Wow.
as well.
Okay.
And there's more sort of a palate cleanser type beer, something a bit refreshing, just to,
Before you get back on the stout.
well, yeah, which is inevitable.
It's not all about stout, dude.
Every evening. So,
Oh, there's tons of passion fruit in that, Mark.
Oh, yeah.
so you get a nice big sort of passion fruit aroma.
Yeah. It's all about
Like
passion fruit on the
like a
nose.
Solero kind of like
So do you put
nose to it.
dry passion fruit in there, or how is it?
Pureed.
Pureed,
Yeah.
oh, right, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it's fermented on there and then conditioned on there for another few weeks.
Oh, it's quite nicely gently soured. The kettle sour is a gentler sour, isn't it? Than
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh,
still,
wow.
there's still plenty of acidity. It's
Mhm.
quite
It's like
sharp.
Slayer Lolly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
really
lovely.
good.
It's really beautiful.
Come
No,
across
it has
that.
got the sharpness without going too far with it as well. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
It's good. Nice clean finish as well, which is the idea.
That's amazing,
It's a
actually.
great kind of palate cleanser, isn't it? For in between stuff. It's
Yeah.
just lush.
Oh, wow.
Oh, delicious.
It's quite sweet, though,
We're
right?
done with that just after the stout before it is.
It's all about residual sugars from the fruit in there
Yeah.
as well, so yeah. But then that just balances the sourness out again.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful,
Yeah, that is great.
isn't it?
Mm.
I like
Really
that.
It's a
refreshing.
big passion fruit
Really
bill, right?
refreshing.
Yeah, wasn't cheap that one.
No.
When you've stuffed your face with the chocolates and you need to go on to something else.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I'd skip the chocolates and just have more of this.
Yeah. Put that on this as well, advice, please.
Mm.
Oh, it's delicious. Yeah.
Yep.
Really nice.
Absolutely.
Great.
Right, so where are we now?
So we've done Christmas
We
Day.
have.
We've had a great time. We've done Boxing Day. We've all gone to see the family. We'll come back and you're looking at New Year's Eve. You're going to have a great time on New Year's Eve. What have you brought? Mark, tell us about yours.
An IPA, that's what you want.
Right.
Nice, hoppy, and a little bit strong as well, just to get you in the party mood.
Right.
You know? Thank you.
So that's about this IPA?
Sorry, so this is a US hopped IPA. It's got Centennial, Amarillo, and Citra, and Mosaic as well. Right, you just look for citrus, tropical fruit aromas, and just a nice bit of bitterness as well there to back it up.
Hops, 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 hops. Great.
Yeah, not too full on, but still easy drinking.
It is very easy.
What was the ABV, sorry, Mark?
Yeah, go on,
On that
6
one?
on that one.
6 on that one.
You could knock
Delicious.
them back quite easily to be
Yeah.
6% beer.
Well, that's very smooth for it. Very easy drinking for 6%.
Isn't that one of the beers that I would be drinking all night long, and some pals would get in amongst it and have a couple too and go, whoa, what's going on? And go, whoa, 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 it's 6%, guys, it's 6%.
Again, smashable.
Yeah.
Smashable.
That's so
Which isn't rude.
Banging.
doesn't
Banging is a word. Banging is a word.
Again.
All these words. I know what I mean.
there's a theme developing.
There is, well, I didn't invent them, it's just the words they use on the internet.
Crushable.
Crushable's the word. Well, that was lovely beer. We'll move on to Carl next. What have you brought to the table?
So what we've brought is our US Session Pale. This is it's one of our oldest selling beers, one of the beers we've been making pretty much since the get-go, and it's a US hop, just like the IPA was that we just had before. It's a US hopped But this is session strength. We kind of thought in our heads more kind of, this is me drinking all night. Let's take it easy. So it's 4.1%. You can smash these, as the youth would say. You can smash these all night long without getting too rotten, I think is the plan. Loads of US hops, light, refreshing, easy drinking. This is our kind of for every person beer rather than kind of specialist. I wouldn't say it's entry level. It's got plenty of hops in it to throw around. But so yeah, US Session Pale.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's pretty much what a session should be, really, isn't it?
Really nice, good nose to it, and a really nice mouthfeel as well.
I mean, that's the thinking for me, is that on New Year's Eve there can be quite a number of hours of drinking. Please do drink responsibly. But yeah, this is I'll drink some special beers through the night. There'll probably be something big and even hoppier for me personally. I'm a big hop fan, so. But this is I've got several hours of drinking.
Well, I guess it's the only thing to do now is try the last one. So New Year's Eve, last beer. What would you bring?
So our thought process was a bit of a cross between the two. I wanted it to be something sessionable. It's 4.1%, same as that, but it's a nice dry hopped IPA, full of flavour. It's our Citra Star. So it's actually part of our series of beers that was based on the Blonde Star recipe. That's obviously dry hop with the Citra.
And this beer is pretty fresh, and wasn't it made this week?
It is. This was canned yesterday.
Wow. Okay.
So nice and fresh. It's as fresh as you'll ever get it, really.
Yeah.
So it should be exactly as we intend. But yeah, it should be one that you can start on early, finish on throughout the night.
Cut to 4 a.m. Still drinking it.
Still drinking it at 4 a.m. and that'll really smooth.
Nice fresh hop aroma.
Something that you can start on no matter what time you start and drink through the night.
Finish on no matter what time you're finishing.
Yeah. If you want to start on the 28th, it's up to you.
Nice.
It's all about those American hops for New Year's Eve, apparently.
That's it. Well, everyone, again, we've all got the same ideas.
Can't all be wrong, can we?
Exactly.
It's just gone.
You should down it. Easy drink. Yeah, breeze drink.
Well, that's it. Nice sessionable beer. You're going to be drinking for quite a few hours on New Year's Eve, so pick something that you can.
Well, thanks, guys. They are all really, really beautiful beers, and I think you've picked some really good choices there.
Happy days. Thanks for having us.
It's been great.
Thank you very much.
So, Dean, why would we do this?
We do
this for the love, yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Empty glass.
Merry Christmas.